Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lee with Milk and Sugar Bath Bakery. Today we are going to be making a Cannabis Rose soap. The plan for today is we're going to do a 4-color tiger stripe on the inside, and then we're going to pipe some roses on the top. The fragrance I'm using today is Cannabis Rose Type from Nature's Garden Candles. One of the colors that I'm going to be using for the green portion is Laurel Green from Nurture Soap. I'm going to do this straight, and then I'm going to do another version of it with titanium dioxide. The other color we're going to use is Ballet Slippers from Mad Micas. Again, I will use this straight, and for the 4th color I will add in a little bit of titanium dioxide to give it a bit of a lighter tone. In this container, I have all of my melted oils. I have olive oil, castor oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, and shea butter. My recipe is palm-free. I'm going to go ahead and add in our colloidal oatmeal. I add this to every batch of soap that I make, small or large. And then we're also going to add in some kaolin clay. This right here is heavy cream. I'm going to go ahead and get this buzzed up, my oils and powders and milk, and then I will add in my lye solution. The first thing I want to split out is my piping. So I will go ahead and take some of this soap. I'm going to split this into 2 colors, but I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the main batch. We'll set that to the side. And then we will take our 4 pitchers and split out the rest. This doesn't need to be measured. It doesn't have to be perfectly even. Actually, I think I've split it into 3 instead of 4. So we'll just have to even that out a little bit. So give me a second to get all this soap out, and I'll get us evened out. We have evened ourselves out a little bit better. So I'm going to start adding in our colorant. I'm going to do the exact same amount of green and pink in each of the, in 2 containers each. And then I will add in titanium dioxide into 1 of each of those. This Ballet Slippers from Mad Micas is a new colorant that I just got in. I have not used it in the past, but I love all of their colorants. They work really well in cold processed soap, and I have never had an issue with one. We'll add in our titanium dioxide using both of these sides. And let's buzz these up. I'm going to add in my fragrance oil to each container. This fragrance, it smells very earthy, as you can imagine, but it does have that touch of rose. It's really nice. We are ready to begin our pour. I'm going to start with the darker of the 2 pinks as the base. And then we're gonna go lighter. A tiger stripe is, if you saw my watermelon soap video, it's like that. We're not gonna split out the colors like we did in that. We're gonna combine them all together in the stripes. Using these pastel colors will help keep us away from hopefully a Christmas looking soap. But it will definitely give us the look of cannabis and rose. I believe this fragrance is a duplication of another fragrance. I've never smelled it before. I like it. I think it's going to be a really good soap for those customers that like the natural scents. I have a lot of customers that really like the natural smelling soaps that are less foody, less sweet. Now I always have to remember to make some for them, because I'm definitely one of those people that loves all the fruity, desserty type smells, and not everybody is into that. It's time to get started on our piping. I tried at first to use a new Russian piping tip that had a rose end on it, and I did a couple tests with that on a paper towel and it just looked like a dollop. So I have moved over to a star tip. And I'm going to see if we can make these look a bit like little roses on top. I've saved a tiny bit of the green to put some leaves in. So we'll see how we do here. My piping is starting to get pretty thick. I have mixed both the light pink and the dark pink. Move that down. Because I did want it to be a two-tone flower on top. So for those of you that are a little unsure and leery of this fragrance, it does not smell like cannabis or marijuana. It's just really earthy. And you know, if you are somebody that likes a rose fragrance just in really small amounts, you can't do a sickly sweet rose fragrance, you probably would like this. Okay, now I'm going to go back and just do another row right here on top in the middle. Kind of cover some of these parts on the inside. We have all our pink piping completed. I want to take the little tiny bit of green that I saved from the inner pour and go in and make some little leaves on our rose soap. Just here and there. Really no rhyme or reason here. Just adding a little interest. You know, the tops don't completely look like roses, so this should help us out a little bit. Just randomly going in and adding our leaves. Can fill in some of these holes like this too, if I see any. We have our leaves added, so the last thing I'm going to do is go in with a little fine iridescent glitter. Give a little shimmer to the top of our soap. Add some dimension. It's hard for me not to add glitter to the top of the soap. It's so pretty. Gives it such a good final effect. And all of the glitters that I use are cosmetic safe and biodegradable, so they will not be harmful to the environment. Here is our final Cannabis Rose soap. I love the little leaves that we added on the top. Turned out really cute. It smells really good. I think you guys are gonna like this one. Hi everybody, we are back to cut into our Cannabis Rose soap. I'm so excited to see how our tiger stripe turned out inside of this soap. You know, the overall look to me is very beautiful and somewhat girly, even though we are using a Cannabis Rose fragrance. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is incredible. Look at the detail. I'm not sure if you can see that. Look at the two tones that we have inside of the piping. That's one of the coolest tiger stripes I've ever created, I have to say. For those of you that are a little unsure about this soap, since it does have a cannabis fragrance, I have to say that it's very natural and earthy. It doesn't smell like marijuana. It's very, very interesting. Probably like nothing I've smelled before. If you're into fragrances that are not overly sweet, you would like this. I did download a list of all of the notes that are in the fragrance, and they include, it's a blend of Bulgarian rose, pomegranate flower, bergamot, cannabis accord, jasmine, dark chocolate, white musk, patchouli, and oolong tea. This is absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't be happier, you guys.